Hello, Dr. Tash Tribe. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tash. I'm a medical doctor and a natural healing enthusiast. So, welcome back, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited to have you guys back on my channel. I don't know, guys. Am I the only one who does that? Like, am I the only one who talks or speaks, whatever you call this? Yeah, man, but I'm just really excited to be back with some more content. Remember that if you are new to my channel, please click on that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get my updates when I upload. We are currently on the road to 16,000 subscribers. Lately, I've been getting people asking me for YouTube advice, and people are inboxing me, DMing me, asking me about YouTube. Listen, I am not a YouTube guru. I am simply just also figuring this YouTube thing out. And I'm learning the ropes as I am going, and so I would not give any YouTube advice. I am not, trained in any YouTube way, right? I'm simply just putting out my content. I'm just being myself. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm not trying to be like the masses. I'm doing what resonates with me. And this is what I always tell people is that, on YouTube, you have to be your authentic self, right? Why would you want to be someone else? Everybody else is taken, right? And it's imperative to understand yourself when you come into this YouTube space, what kind of message, you want to send out, what you want to be known for, because you will be known for something, right? And people are watching, whether you like it or not. YouTube is such a big platform and people come across your videos, they come across your messages. So, be yourself, man, and be true to your narrative, be true to your message. So if you are new here, welcome, and this channel is all about medicine, healing, and motivation. I really hope that you find a home and that you stay. I started a playlist called Food is Medicine about 2 years ago. It was such a funny time in my life because I believe, that we are spirit beings having a human experience and we are spirit beings having a physical experience. How did I actually come across that concept? Well, I believe that I was guided, right, to learn more or to rather look into my diet at the time. And I feel like my inner self was just trying to tell me or educate me rather about food, right? What types of food are good for me, number one, as a person, because it's imperative to understand yourself as a person. It's imperative to understand what you are made up of. It's imperative to understand your body. I began this journey 2 years ago, and I started a vegan journey, and there were some things that I learned on that vegan journey, right? And, cutting out meat in my diet, I experienced things and I felt things that were, that were different. Like I never imagined that, I could live in a world where I would say I'm not drinking dairy currently, or, I've cut red meat out of my diet, or I'm not eating chicken, as frequently. So there was a lot of things that journey taught me. There was a lot of things that particular journey taught me about food. All right. And something prompted me in my spirit to say, you know what, I need to share this with people. I don't care if I reach one person. I don't care if I reach two people. But, even if I reach one person, I will be making a difference, because there are people that need direction. There are people that are misinformed about, certain types of food, about nutrition and stuff like that. And I felt it, as if like it's something that I need to put on my channel, right? To rather reshape the minds of how people think about eating. What we think is nutritious in today's day and age, we are so misaligned, we are so misconstrued, we are so misinformed, uninformed rather. We are so ignorant, all right? And we are that generation. We all about the nice life. We all about, you know, the fast food. Everything is fast these days, you know. Everything is fast. It comes out of fryers, you know. We are on, you know, alcohol. We are on, you know, drugs. And I'm not saying literally I'm on drugs. I'm just talking in general terms, you know, that, you know, everything is fast. People, you know, just want to feel good. Everything is about the gram. Oh my gosh, you know, let me post. So people, I don't know if people are really intentional about what they eat these days. I feel like this kind of content is very important to remind people to stay on track. I believe that, you know, the first steps to healing rather include healing the body, right? The inner self. And before we could even get to the spiritual self, we need to understand what it is that is going on in our bodies and where are we supposed to start? Where should we start? We should start with the foods that we eat. Title of this video is about the foods that can help you to increase your vibrations. I know some people are like vibrate. What are you saying? What we need to understand about ourselves, right, and about life in general is that everything is made up of energy. You as a living component, you as a physical being, you as a spiritual being, you are energy. You are a literal magnetic field, right? You are made up of energy, and we can go into the different types of energy that we are made up of. You know, we can look at, you know, potential energy, kinetic energy. We can look at chemical energy. We can look at thermic energy. We can look at, you know, there's so many different types of energy that we can actually talk about. And then when we actually look at the energies that regulate the body, right, we can look into physical energy. How active are you, right, on a daily basis? How flexible are you? How healthy are you? Are you exercising? You can also break it down into your emotional energy. What is it that you are feeling? You know, are you depressed? Are you happy? Are you sad? You know, how do you interact with people around you? We can also look at your mental energy, right? The things that consume you. What are you thinking on a daily basis? You know, what thoughts are flowing in and out of your mind? Are you thinking happy thoughts? Are you positive about life, or are you depressed about life? And lastly, we also look at the spiritual energy. The spiritual energy talks about, is this whole thing about? What is this whole life thing about? What is this? What is the life purpose rather? Do you feel purposeful about life? Do you feel enthusiastic about life? What do you envision about your spiritual self? Human body is made up of energy, all right? And you are a literal magnetic field. You vibrate energy, all right? And so it means that you are constantly vibrating, right? And you are supposed to be vibrating rather. Everything inside of you is supposed to be moving. If things are not moving, if the energy is not flowing, that's where you have disease. Right? Disease, or you become at dis-ease. Right? And this is how I believe that other people are able to heal, how other people are able to perform, you know, things like Reiki, things like acupuncture. Living in China, I had an acupuncture experience not so long ago with one of my friends, and she was like, you know what, we need to go for this thing. It was quite an experience. So what they do there is they basically use light and heat energy, thermal energy, right, to kind of withdraw the toxins out of your body. And it's painful because, you know, when they actually put those cups, those suction cups on you, you literally feel as if something is going out of your body, as if something is, manifesting out of your body, and it's just pulling all those toxins and pulling, all those energies, right, out of your body, and the things that are not supposed to be there. This is how people, perform, spiritual healing. Right, how a person can put their hands, right, on another person and transfer, positive energy, and transfer, energy that heals, right, just from the palm of their hands, because everything that we are is energy. Where do we actually get our source of energy? Sources of energy can be found in different places. All right, so I already mentioned the solar energy. You can go outside and just bask in the sun. That's energy, right? You can drink water, right? Because a large percent of the body is made up of water. Is it 80%? I forgot. But anyway, right? So we know that the body is made up of a large sum of water, right? Hydro energy. How we humans and animals get energy on a daily basis is through the foods that we eat, right? So you literally are what you eat. And it's imperative to understand what type of food you are eating so that you can get the best nutrients out of, right, those food. You can get the best source and the best type of energy out of, what it is that you're eating. All right, and the kind of energy that the body uses, or, rather produces, is ATP. All right, for all of you that studied biology, you will know that ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. All right, so this is the energy that is, that drives the body. The energy that helps you do things on a daily basis. The energy that helps you to wake up. The energy that helps you walk from here to here. All right, the energy that helps you to run when you are at the gym. All right, this ATP. Right, so how do we produce ATP? It is through the foods that we eat, because the foods that we eat, right, get broken down in the body and they fuel certain things. The food that you eat is supposed to give you energy. If you haven't checked out my other video, I actually made this video 2 years ago about the benefits of actually going plant-based. And there is another video that I will link down in the description. It is called the foods that you will need as a beginner into going plant-based. If you're looking to start a plant-based diet, what type of foods should you be looking into? Right, so you should definitely go check out that video. I do drop, a lot of information, some gems here and there, connected dots. Right, I tell you what it is that you need to change in your diet. And things that will just help you thrive on a day-to-day basis. Let's get straight into the main video. All right, so these are some of the foods that I believe that can increase your vibration, or your spiritual vibration.
More energy. There's always a choice.
I would say the most important foods that will help you to increase your spiritual vibration are leafy green vegetables.
Can you help me? Can you help me?
Leafy green vegetables, you guys. I feel like, our great ancestors, our grandmothers, our grandfathers understood this concept. And that's why I feel like, a lot of our people back then were into planting their own food. They were into, eating things that come from the ground. They were eating things, that they themselves grew, that they watered, right? So leafy green vegetables, we know, grow from the earth, right? They grow on the ground, and they literally are receiving, right, the energy that comes from the sun. That energy, that solar energy, is right in those leafy green vegetables when they are grown. Which is another reason why we need to consume it. So the first law of thermodynamics, right, for all of you that studied physics, it tells us that, listen, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It is simply just transformed from one form to another. So all that goodness and all that energy from the sun, all that goodness and all that energy from the rain when it falls, right, onto those leafy green vegetables is what you need to be consuming to increase your vibration or to increase your spiritual vibration. All right, so what type of leafy vegetables should I be eating, Dr. Tash? And I feel like this is a no-brainer. You might have even been growing up with these foods, right? Like I did. So my dad was a farmer and he believed in growing things from the ground. And may his soul rest in peace. He was somebody who loved to plant. He was connected to nature. And I remember the last time I went home, he planted an entire yard of spinach because he knew just how much I love spinach. I don't know, guys, when I love spinach, there's something inside of me that just loves vegetables. It loves greens. And I feel like also that's why I gravitate more towards a vegetable diet, right, rather than a meat diet. All right, so the first leafy green vegetable that I would recommend is spinach. All right, I already spoke about spinach. What is the importance of spinach? How can it improve, your energy field? Spinach is a great leafy green vegetable because it is rich in iron. All right, so for people who are suffering iron deficiency, there is something called iron deficiency. You need to be looking into things like spinach. Spinach is such a great source of iron, right? It can help get your iron levels up. It's also packed, right, with vitamins such as vitamin C. All right, which help to support your immunity and help you to fight free radicals because, vitamin C also, is a great antioxidant. So leafy green vegetables are generally all good for your heart health. If you are somebody who's looking into taking care of that heart space, you need to eat more leafy green vegetables to help you heal, to help you increase your energy field, to help you fight disease, Number 2, I would say, is cabbage. I know people are like, cabbage? And for some of us guys, we grew up eating cabbage like nobody's tomorrow. First of all, cabbage is really cost effective. It's really cheap. And, your grandmothers have always had cabbage at home. Like my granny always had cabbage at home. I know my mom loved cooking cabbage, so I grew up with cabbage, right? But there is an importance in that because I believe that, our people have great knowledge about these things. Cabbage, what is the importance of cabbage? Again, cabbage is really great for your heart health. It's an excellent source of vitamins, all right? So cabbage has vitamin K, it's got vitamin C, all right? And cabbage helps you to improve your digestion. How well is your food being digested within your body? A lot of us have problems with our gut, right? Because a lot of the foods that we are consuming on a daily basis, such as the fast foods that you're eating, the burgers, the fries, the McDonald's fries, the whatever fries, all those processed foods are causing disease in our body because, right, firstly, they cannot be digested the way that they should be. They're not natural sources of energy. All right, so a lot of those foods, processed foods, pizzas and everything, instead of being digested and broken down, right? So what they do is like they sit in the gut, right? And they fester, and then comes, the bacteria, right? And that's where we get things like irritable bowel syndrome, because those foods cannot be broken down into energy. They cannot be used. They're literally just sitting in your gut, all right? And they're irritating the bowel. They're irritating your bowel movement. So you will feel constipated, right? You will feel drained. You will feel energy-less, right? You will feel sleepy. So food is supposed to give us energy. Why is it that when you eat certain foods, you feel sleepy instead of feeling enthusiastic, and you should be feeling hydrated. You should be feeling like you can run from Cape to Cairo. One thing that I can tell you that I experienced on my vegan journey when I started the veganism. By the way, guys, I'm not a vegan. By the way, right? I started a vegan journey 2 years ago. I wanted to see what the journey was about, right? I stuck it out for like a year. But then, because of the location that I'm in, I felt as if it's very expensive, number one. Chinese guys and veganism, these people love meat, so you find meat everywhere here. So it was too costly for me, and it was not sustainable for the region that I'm at, because I'm still living in China. Hopefully, when I go back home, I will be able to have more freedom and more sort of like access to the things that I actually want. But, I have cut out dairy from my diet. I'm not on dairy anymore. And I'm not eating meats as regularly as I can. I try to incorporate a lot of fruits and vegetables in my diet. And, still sticking to the beans, still sticking to that whole thing. Right? And it shows because, my skin has improved. My energy has improved. Oh yeah, so this is the point that I wanted to get at, is that when I was on that vegan journey for like that year, I had so much energy, you guys. I felt as if like my entire body was just vibrating on a daily basis. I was gymming a lot. I was, slimmer than I am, right? Naturally, I'm a slim person, but, I wasn't gaining weight as often. I had so much energy. I could go to the gym, I could, do the weight training, the lifts, whatever, the cardio. Like, you just feel so much energy. The energy is unexplainable. And that is generally what you should be feeling when you are eating, right? You should not eat and feel sleepy. If you're eating and feeling sleepy, there's a problem. There's a problem. You need to look into your diet. Right? Chances are eating to fuel your body with energy. You're eating, because of enjoyment, which is another reason on its own. Food is supposed to naturally give you energy. The correct type of food is supposed to give you energy. You're supposed to eat and feel like, what, I can clean this entire house within 20 minutes right now. I can run from Cape to Cairo. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay, so let's get back to the seriousness. Why is lettuce such a great leafy green vegetable? All right, so I think it's about 90 to 95% of the lettuce itself is made up of water, you guys. H2O. All right, and the H2O that is found, right, within the lettuce is that cellular type of H2O that our bodies need. We know that we are made up of cells. The cell is the basic unit of life, 101 biology. All right, the basic unit of life. Everything in life is made up of cells. The foods that we eat, cells. Your skin, cells. All right, so eating lettuce can firstly help you, right, to hydrate your body. It also helps you, when you're trying not to gain a lot of weight, but you're trying to also, eat carbohydrates. And of course, again, as I've mentioned, you can also help to improve your heart health, because generally all of these foods help to improve the heart health. Right, so please remember to give this video a thumbs up, all right? Engage in the comment section. I want to know from you. I'm thinking of, going into a more herbal series, where I can, talk about, certain herbs, where I can talk about, certain herbal teas that I use to help me improve my skin. Guys, have you seen my skin? I'm going to be starting a herbal series. I believe that herbs are very, very important, as well. So remember that eating and living well is a form of self-respect. So respect yourself. Goodbye.
More energy. There's always